Hey there, Earth signs, and welcome into this hopefully quick crystal recommendation video. My intentions with this video are to ask Spirit to come forth and bring across for you, the watcher, whoever might be seeing this message, for Earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, the current energies that you're in. Then we're going to go ahead and take a look at the energies that might be coming towards you. And then finally, we'll get a recommendation on a couple of crystals or a crystal that you might use to help you work through this energy, to embody this energy, or to just have the most successful and happiest outcome that you can. Okay, what's interesting is I've been here in this spot at the Riverside Pavilion. Oh no, I kicked my incense. For a couple of hours now, and it just so happened that now there's music playing. I think it's at MetLife Stadium across the way. And of course, being clairaudient, I had to sort of listen in. And this was right before your message as I was grounding myself on a tree. The song Flowers came out by Miley Cyrus. So you might need to buy yourself flowers, Earth sign, and that's even before we get into this reading. Being an Earth sign, I know that you already intuitively will connect to flowers, their happiness, the joy that they can bring, the high energy vibe that they can allow a space to maintain should there be any sort of negative interference. So that's definitely for somebody. Buy yourself some flowers if you can. If they're white or red, that would be helpful as well. Purple too, that just came in. But also you might be encouraged to release some of your bad habits. I'll just put that there and let's move on with the reading. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse space with a little chime, and then we'll get into it. I hope that you are having a wonderful week so far and an even better day today. Okay, let's start with the Prism Oracle. We got movement on the split and rest. Okay, that was not a great shuffle. Let's do a better one. Ooh, and then we cut to abundance and rest. Lots of green energies coming through for you, Earth signs. Ooh, that was a beautiful shuffle. Okay, so let's see. Strongest energies that the Earth signs are currently in: Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Spirit guides, clarity and truth, please. Truth and clarity. Oh, I love to see it. I love to see it. So we saw abundance on the split, and then it came out again as a confirmation. Why is that like that? I'm going to have to ponder on that for a second. It's like something's in the balance, but this is about abundance. You're already in this abundance energy, and that doesn't mean that you're lavishly living it up and spending it up. It just means that you know that we are born into an abundant universe, and that there's enough for everybody, and that if you wish to manifest more physical abundance in your life, whether that be abundance of things or abundance of happiness, abundance of time, abundance of joy, or actually money, you are more than capable of doing that. Okay, so whatever has you teetering here, thinking that you might not be able to, or that you lack in some way, don't allow that in your space or allow that in your energy. Okay, you don't need it. Throw it away. Transmute it. Can't make that shit up. Transmute it with your magic or with your psychic. What was that? Who was that? Okay. Spirit guides, truth and clarity. What is the energy coming towards? The strongest energy that we want to talk about today for Earth signs. Coming towards Earth signs, trust. And a new life at the bottom of the deck. Ooh. A new life with the Ankh symbol. Very divine, aligned, and in tune. If I'm reading this backwards, yeah, okay, thank you. I'm reading this backwards. Trust that there will be abundance in this new life. Trust, yeah, holy shit. And then splitting on turquoise, which talks about inner knowings, inner wisdom. You know. And malachite, transformation, heart energy. Lots of green going on right now. And I got the chills just saying that. Lots of green. You might be seeing green and not in the envious way. Oh. Okay, maybe you are seeing green in an envious way. Because look at the way that that came and fell right back onto this deck. If you have any sort of envy in your energy, you're not going to you lack something, right? You are lacking something because you see it in somebody else and you think there might not be enough for you. So you gotta get rid of that. You gotta trust and know that the abundant universe will provide for everyone, not just you. And if you don't see that abundance in your life at this moment, you need to trust and know. Inner knowing, know that abundance is for you and abundance is here. But it feels like you already are in this energy. So maybe there's something that's trying to make you not feel like you're in that energy. And you can tell that to go fuck off. So, sorry for the language, but that's literally one of my guides came through real strong there and said, one of my spirit guides came through real strong there and was like, you can tell that energy to go fuck off because it's not yours. Okay? So you might need to be doing some energy cleansing or some energy cleansing to help you get rid of anything that might have you not trusting the inner knowing that you're born with, that you and your birthright are for abundance, happiness, prosperity, and joy here on this planet. Okay? Let's go ahead. That was somebody coming in real strong. Let's go ahead and see, spirit guides, with truth and clarity, please, the strongest energies in terms of crystals that our earth signs, or lovely earth signs, can work with to trust and ensure abundance in their life. Wow, holy shit, can't make that up. I love it. And then Auralite at the bottom. Okay, is that 7? That's 8 and 8. Wow, okay. 88. So we have Auralite at the bottom, where this woman, wow, okay. This crystal spirit's peace comes from their inner knowing that they're connected to all things, comes from surrendering to the divine, trusting the divine, and trusting themselves to be able to manifest any abundance or prosperity needed in their life. Okay, this is your subconscious energies. This is what you already know. So I'm telling you this because there's something that might be bringing doubt to that. Okay, but this is the second time that Citrine has come out, and this is a 17 adding to 8. Wow, holy shit, 16, 17. Oof. Are you moving into this? Maybe you're already in this abundance. Well, you're already in this abundance energy, but the more that you trust it, the more that you know that it is your birthright to live happily, to live in whatever lifestyle you wish. If you wish to be luxurious in your lifestyle, that's going to be yours. If you wish to be modest and just scrape by for a living, that can be yours too. But you need to trust that the energy that you put out is going to be expanded and elevated and permeate through whatever darkness might be trying to have you question yourself. Okay. With that same inner knowing that comes from Auralite, which is, again, a different form of quartz. It just has different inclusions in it. Okay, Auralite 23 has 23 different inclusions in it that are all high vibrational, that all connect directly up to the spirit realms and connect you and your third eye and your crown and your inner knowings to divine insights, to that higher perspective where it is within you to feel and resonate with the idea of abundance and abundance for everyone and everything. Okay, Citrine is the stone of abundance and prosperity. And the reason I stopped here and said wow is because I've said the word and read the word abundance a lot since I've started working in the tarot. And for some reason, this is the first time I literally split it up into abundance. And that sort of made me laugh a little bit because I literally pictured like a cinnamon bun dancing. And that's silly. That's ridiculous. But I think that's part of it. I think that's part of the message. there's a silliness and a ridiculousness that is sort of needed to manifest miracles and manifest the level of abundance that I believe you're seeking. Because there's so much that needs to be surrendered to the void. There's so much that needs to be surrendered. There's so much dark that needs to be let go of to allow the light to shine in and to sort of penetrate and permeate your space, that it's silly to have that amount of trust. But being an earth sign, being grounded in yourself, and especially if you're a Virgo and you're the hermit and you go within and you shine a light in that darkness. Yeah, this is the hermit's lantern, right? There's no denying it, especially when you come to those conclusions on your own. And so what I think Citrine is really here to say or to do is to just remind you to come back to that laughing Buddha energy, to that jolly energy, to almost that silliness of the idea that we are here in our meat suits to expand as spiritual and conscious beings, right? So for anybody to be worried about something as tangible as money is silly, because when we zoom out and we get not even the 30,000 foot, when we get the 10,000 foot perspective and we see how everything is interconnected, 8 again, right? Everything is infinite. The universe is infinite. There's infinite abundance for us. It becomes laughable that we would even worry about it, okay? And Citrine can help you adopt those energies in a silly way, but also in a meaningful, grounded way, where you can be jovial, you can have your jest, you can have your zest for life, but still remain grounded in this experience, knowing that, in this 3D experience, we require money and physical abundance to accomplish certain things. And that groundedness comes from the iron included in Citrine. Iron, hematite, being a heavier, or one of the heaviest, I want to say one of the heaviest, one of the heavier metals, right? Coming in different colors and forms. I don't know why I'm being called to call that out, but in certain forms of hematite, you'll see it in red included in crystals. There is also the hematite card in most decks shows a black or gray shiny hematite. So I already touched on the different forms that abundance can take. Maybe what you're being asked to use Citrine for. So if you have Citrine, all the better to actually use it. That's what this reading is about, is to recommend the crystal for you to use, especially if it's one of these what are they called? What do they call them? Pineapple quartz? I call it Kundalini Citrine, but especially when there's these small little growths around bigger crystals and it's not just a solid one. Those are all the different opportunities, all the different forms that abundance can take, and what you choose to look at is what will multiply and manifest. So if you're looking at this tiny little crystal on the side that represents abundance of time, then you're going to see that that's all that your time can be. But if you look at it like this massive crystal, this massive opportunity, there's so much space. There are so many different reflections and angles to shine the light through. So many different perspectives to take and see abundance in, then that's what will manifest in your life as well. And so I picked up this crystal to sort of emphasize that point. Look at the different layers. Look at the different planes, all in this one little space. And this is just a single standalone crystal. If you were looking at more of a cluster, there would be even more opportunities for light to shine into this crystal in one direction and then shine out and reflect in another. Oh, okay. So that just a little conclusion there for me. And this is the progression. This is where you need to shift. This is what Citrine is allowing you to do. It's allowing you to look at the ways that you are able to reflect abundance in your reality and to shift into reflecting that abundance in many different ways, not just in the physical, in terms of the money that you have in your pocket or the money that you have in the bank. If you go out into this world being abundant in joy. Knowing that you have an abundance of time. Even though time is limited, you still have an abundance of it to share and give freely to the people that you care about or to the places and organizations that you care about. That's what matters. It's all about the perspective that you take and the light that is shining within you and how you choose to reflect that light outwardly. Okay? And so it's really all about the transformation that's going on within you. And the crux of that is the energy of trust. Because sometimes in this human experience, we don't have the physical, financial abundance that we wish for. But if we trust and we know and we receive confirmation from the universe around us of the other ways that we are abundant, then we can then look out and find even more confirmations of financial abundance and how it might come into our lives. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a personal example. I've been for most of the summer collecting shells, and you know, when you find the perfect shell on the beach, at least me, I'm like, oh my God, thank you, it's so beautiful, knowing that it's rare for a shell to be unbroken, to be in the perfect state, to not have, you know, some dirtiness on it or something wrong with it that makes it not the perfect shell, that makes you not want to collect it. And so when I'm on the beach and I pick up that shell, yes, in that moment I have that gratitude that the abundant universe provided me with this beautiful, perfect shell at this moment. That in that zoomed in perspective may not feel like abundance. But now at the end of the summer, having been on the beach often and having gone shell collecting often, I can look back at this collection, this massive, abundant collection of shells that I got to, each one by one. And I can see truly represented in how many shells I have that are perfect and beautiful, the true abundance of nature. And in seeing that abundance of nature collecting one by one, I can then sort of put that lens, put that perspective over other areas of my life. Okay, and that's what you are also sort of being encouraged to do, is take that trust. So that trusting that the universe is going to put the perfect shell in front of me. I know this is a silly example, but put the perfect shell in front of me because I wanted a perfect scallop, you know, today. Trusting in that and then having it manifest and having it be so is a way that the universe is giving you confirmation that you can do that same thing, and you can use that same energy and that same thought process and that same manifestation perspective to bring financial abundance into your life, to bring romantic abundance or relationship abundance into your life. Okay? But again, sorry for going on a huge tangent, but that felt relevant, or maybe that will help somebody. But the point of this message is to encourage you, Earth signs, to work with Citrine to further allow you to connect to the spiritual and energetic knowing of abundance and that feeling of joy and peace that it brings to know that you're supported, to have that trust. Okay, so I don't want to say that you're moving into this trust energy because you're going to be tested. I actually want to think that you're moving into this trust energy because you were already tested in terms of your abundance. And you've already passed that test because you now have that inner knowing. And so now it's time to go from having that inner knowing to embodying the energy of abundance all the time. And I know, obviously, you know, life is like this, right? We have our ups and downs, but the more that you can set your sea level to higher, the more that you can set your baseline to the higher knowing and the higher trust that abundance is everywhere and infinite for everyone, the better you'll be for it, but also the happier and more joy-filled and easy life that you'll be able to maintain. So, Earth signs in particular, I feel very strongly to tell you, if you can acquire citrine in jewelry form to wear on your body and keep in your energy field, definitely do so. Okay? I hope you found this message helpful. If you did, please consider giving it a like, comment below. If you're watching this on YouTube, consider subscribing for more videos like this. And this is where we part. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope you can see the joy and prosperity in all things. And I hope this message helped you in some way. Okay? Have a wonderful one. Take care, Earth Signs.